Welcome to Wait a Minute, It's Advent. Today we're joined by Mark from Hexham and Newcastle CAFOD. Well, I'll let you introduce yourself, Mark.
Thank you very much. So my name is Mark. I'm the Community Participation Coordinator for CAFOD, and my role is based in the Hexham and Newcastle diocese.
Do you want to tell us a bit about how you got into your job? Because I think it's quite interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm local to the area. I'm from Concert, so just up the road from the village here. And yeah, I've heard about CAFOD through school, through Mass at St Patrick's, and I've always known about CAFOD and supporting CAFOD, but it wasn't until sort of early 20s where I was really fortunate. I was working all over the world, organising marathons and different events for a lot of different charities, and yet everywhere I was working, always come across CAFOD staff or CAFOD partners, and so I would always sort of spend a day or two and go and visit different projects and get to know everybody. And yeah, it was just sort of always an incredible experience to witness firsthand what CAFOD were doing on the ground and their sort of different programs. And then COVID struck and I sort of returned to the northeast, and yeah, this role became available, and it's November 2021 I started, so pretty much celebrating a year in post now.
And since then you've been lucky to travel a lot, haven't you, and seen a few?
Yes, so I am quite nomadic and I love to travel, so any opportunity I'm always sort of jumping at it. Early this year I spent a bit of time back in Sierra Leone and worked with our programs team there in Freetown. Then over the summer, I spent 2 months with the programs team of South Sudan, which was fascinating because South Sudan is a really, really challenging place to live and work, but also actually working with the programs team there, witnessing what they do, so, yeah, really important, and sharing that with people of the diocese.
So Mark, we're in the season of Advent, a period of preparing to welcome Christ at Christmas. An exciting time for everybody. How do you think service and the work of CAFOD is connected to Christmas?
So for me, one of the main things that I love about working for CAFOD is how we serve our brothers and sisters all around the world, but also serve our local communities. I'm in a very fortunate position where I work with a lot of the clergy, different organisations. We've got a lot of great volunteers and supporters within the diocese, and we're all sort of coming together, sort of a shared common goal of supporting people around the world. And I think that sort of reflects even more during the time of Advent, because people are sort of so focused on nowadays it's quite materialistic, and you can sort of get caught up in modern day sort of the Christmas rush and trying to prepare this and do everything. But actually, what I've found within CAFOD, there's a lot of people who take time to reflect and think of others who are less fortunate, and it's incredible. So when you see people coming together and trying to support CAFOD and therefore our programs abroad, it's brilliant. And they do that in a number of different ways. So the way we act, obviously there's the fundraising and the donations that people give, and people of this diocese are so generous, and especially around Advent we have what's called the World Gifts. I just think it's a beautiful, very creative concept that you can almost buy a goat for somebody, for somebody you've never ever met before, and yet you can give such a good gift that will help support their families.
Last year a parishioner from a former parish got me a Christmas gift of a cow for a village.
Right.
It is lovely when you open it up and you read what impact it's going to have on a local community in the developing world.
Absolutely. And we've had some parishes and a lot of schools come together, and what they'll do is that they might set up their nativity set, but they'll buy, each year they'll sort of set a target to then purchase a different animal to add to their nativity set each year. And I just think, you know, ideas like that, obviously the fundraising is important, but it's that sort of sense of coming together and purposely buying a gift that is going to benefit somebody else. It's just wonderful. But also during that time, you know, a lot of people will campaign with us and sort of focus on our actions and petitions that we have to support the voices of people around the world, but also the fact that they keep us in prayer, which is vitally important.
Today's psalm says, "In his days justice shall flourish, and peace till the moon fails." In this season of Advent, may we seek out how we can promote justice and help build God's kingdom of peace within our homes, school, and local communities, and further afield.